Hi guys, and welcome. This is my Crusader on Diablo 3, as you know. And just before you start, I stopped playing Diablo and went back and played WoW for a little bit. But I had some good responses on my Demon Hunter Diablo 3 video, and a mate wanted me to make a Crusader because obviously he's having a little bit of trouble with his Crusader, and I do quite well with having all classes at level 70 at least one. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a little video just to show what my Crusader does, how I've set him up, and let's just get on to it, shall we? So we're going to go into a game, and we're just waiting for it to start. And yes, we're gonna go into game, and then all the fun will begin. So, now, as you see, we're logged in. So, let's start with the skills, shall we? So, I use for my primary, I use slash with a nice little the crush rune, which slash gains increased critical hit chance. So then we got sweeping attack with holy shock, and the holy shock, you gain life for each enemy hit by the mystical flail. So I use it for healing mainly. And then we've got Accurate's champion and hasteful. So gain increased attack, and Accurate's champion is active. So I did it for the extra damage. Heaven's Fury, blessed ground. It puts a line on the ground, and everything that walks through it will get damage done. So yeah, good with AoE mobs. Now these laws, I've got Laws of Hope and Faithful's Reward. It really depends what you're doing, but you can get this one. It's Laws of Valor. Put on Laws of Valor, and I usually go with the critical hit damage when I'm soloing stuff by myself. That's what I use with that, and it helps with groups too. So last one is Falling Sword with Flurry. It pretty much, once you jump down, you use this ability, you jump, and it will actually pick the adds up. Sorry. It'll pick the adds up, and you make it so you can actually hit them and they'll get incapacitated, so they can't do anything. Okay, so now passive skills. I got Heavenly Strength, which I reckon is mandatory for all Crusaders. It allows you to wield a two-handed weapon in your main hand while bearing a shield in your offhand. So it's very important. I use Finery. Depends how many gems you've got in your gear, and each gem boosts at 1.5% strength. Wrathful. Each point of wrath spent heals you for 825 life. Heal amount is increased 1% of your health globe bonus. And last one is Holy Cause. The amount of damage dealt by your weapon is increased by 10%. Whenever you deal holy damage, you'll heal 1% of your your total life. So it does increases damage, plus it heals you as well. So I found Crusaders are more of a tanking class. So I pretty much, what I've done with my Crusader, he is a tank. So we'll go into his gear here. So what have we got? I try to get critical hit chance as much as possible, but but for this I've done resist to all elements because I made him an actual tank, and that is the aim of my Crusader. He is a tanking Crusader. I might make another Crusader and turn it into a damage Crusader, but as you saw, all my gems are actually resistant to all elements, except for the weapon. The weapon has critical hit damage on it with a gem socket. You should always have a gem socket for your weapon. So it's pretty much all the stuff I've used, and at the moment my toughness is at 9 million. My damage is a bit low at 475,000, but I can survive a lot. Sorry about that. I can survive through a lot of stuff. So for me to show you, we're going to go. Okay, the quest thing's over here. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you, I can survive through a lot. So pretty much I've used this as a tanking thing, so I love my tanking classes. They don't do as much damage setting up this way, but you will survive. It's more survivability Crusader than actual damage. But once you do Akarat's champion, you will pretty much gain a hell of a lot of damage. So we're just going to skip that. Let's see if we can find some mobs. Oh, look at this. And we'll do that just so we got that on the ground. Pick this up. And this is the AoE. So we're just going to go through and pretty much just destroy everything we see here. And my cows come out. My weapon does that, by the way. It's got a chance to summon a herd of cows. Or killer cows, as they like to put it. So, yeah. I haven't played this much after the patch. But, as you can see, this still works with a tanking build. And that's what I've got here. It's a full tanking build. And we are going to do this quest, and this is where this is going to shine. So we've done this. Now look at all this, and we're going to destroy. So with this increased crit, but damage doesn't really show for the crit. Like, it's good damage. It would be better if I was more of a damage Crusader, but as you see, it's taking a little bit to actually take these guys down. But if you're taking too much damage with your Crusader, it means you don't have enough toughness to stand it. Same with all the classes. If you don't have that toughness, you are probably gonna die. You need that toughness up. If it's either health you're collecting, if it's either armor, like I got resist all to all elements. So I can take a lot of hits, but here we go, and we got a rare here, so we're gonna pop everything we can and try and burn this down before. And now we got the third one, and since the Akarat's champion's up, it boosts my critical. Yeah, it does. It boosts my critical. So massive damage buff. So what we're doing, we're just showing you how these abilities, and yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it with this Crusader. It is a tanking Crusader. It's not a damaging Crusader. but I like the tanks. This is probably the only. My other Crusader, I'll make a damaging Crusader. I do a video on a damaging Crusader. Because, like, the aspect's going to be the same, it's just, it's going to be able to do more damage than what this one is. And it's quite easy, and I find it quite easy, and I'm going to take out these. Looks like we're going to now take out these, which is quite easy to do. I don't have any trouble with most things on my Crusader. As you see, it still does a lot of damage with going the tanking route, but it's just not as effective damage. The way I see it with some classes, if I can stay alive better than most, then I'm pretty good. So all we're going to do is just take this big boy down, like so. Get plenty of gold. As it is, I got not so much damage gear, but I should really focus on actually upgrading that damage. Like, got these, I put some critical hit chance on a reroll. So, but that's still got resistance to all elements too, so I'd like to just say thank you for watching, and hopefully you like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see how we go for the next, like what class I'm going to do of mine next time. Have a good one.